Well, it's been about 2 months since I've done a video, and it dawned on me a couple of days ago that I've never actually reviewed one of my favorite ukuleles. Years ago, I pastored a church up in northern Idaho, and one of the guitars I used to lead worship was a Godin. And I know it looks like Godin is Godin, which I initially thought also. But the music store I bought the guitar from, which was a 6-string steel string, told me it's a French and it's pronounced Godin. So that's the way I pronounce it now, even though it's Godin. One of my favorite ever guitars I used for worship. And just a tremendous instrument, well built, sounded fantastic. You could practice with it acoustically or plugged in. So quite a few months ago, I acquired a Godin again, which is a ukulele. And it is the Godin Multiuke. And my Godin builds a fantastic instrument. They built in Canada. They've been doing it for years. They built Seagull and all the other instruments that come under that. If you go on Godin.com, you'll find all the different guitars they build, and basses, electrics, and ukuleles. So I got this on the second owner. I want to show it to you, play a little bit on it. I've got my amp over here, my little Fishman Loudbox Mini. So let's look at this fantastic little instrument. Let me just say right up front, if you ever think that you're going to need to plug in either into a PA or an amp, this is the uke. It sounds fantastic plugged in, and it's a very unique instrument. Also, acoustically, I practiced with it last night. I was watching baseball, practicing with it, and not disturbing anybody. So let's take a look at it. This one is the Vintage Sunburst. Look at that. It is just beautiful. Let's start with the back. Mahogany, back and sides, carved. So it's not solid. So you get that acoustic tone. You can see the battery cover, powered preamp, 9-volt, bolt-on neck, nice cutaway. There's your plug-in right there. Strap buttons here. But this Sunburst, the Vintage Sunburst, is just fantastic. And I want you to notice a couple things. I don't know what strings are on here. I think they're Oasis Brights, tuned high G. Notice the saddles, if you will, individually. They're individual sensors. Intonates perfectly. And I haven't touched the strings on this since I got it from the previous owner, and it's perfect. You have a 3-band EQ with volume, bass, middle, treble. You have a radiused fingerboard, which makes bar chords much easier. Slight radius. It's a bolt-on neck. There's your headstock. I don't see a name on these. They feel like Grovers, but they're just great keys. Nice satin mahogany neck, satin finished mahogany neck. Nice binding on the front, you can see. But the thing about this is, it's not heavy, very comfortable to play, but acoustically, without the amp, it sounds really good, I think. I mean, if you want to play, so you can play that, hear it great. Standing up, this is a very comfortable instrument to play too. A really good really good pickup. And let's turn her up a little bit here and see if we can. Oh, there we go. Great plugged in, easy to play. The Radius fingerboard does make a difference, especially if you play a lot of bar chords. I find it's a lot easier for me to play personally, especially as I get older. I've had to put off, I actually went to California for a week and just clipped off all the fingernails, which I haven't done in quite a while. So I had to wait for a little bit for some of them to grow back so I could strum a little bit. So if you're looking for one of these, they come in the spruce top, which is this, obviously finished in the natural, the vintage sunburst. But you can also get it in a natural. You can get it in Koa, which I think is the most expensive one. And I think you can get it also in cedar. You can also get it in a natural spruce. So great guitar. Fit and finish on this are perfect. I like the tone unplugged. I like the tone plugged. And my hope was that I'd have some opportunities to play this on stage, maybe with somebody else or worship or whatever, but that hasn't worked out yet. So, but a tremendous, easy to play instrument. Feedback is not an issue. You've got all your onboard, EQ, so you can adjust that. And intonates great. You don't have to worry about that. Up and down the neck, perfect. Has the cutaway, obviously, so you can go as high as you want. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I did it right. The last one I did actually was on my Pono, my baritone acoustic electric, the solid body acoustic electric cutaway too. So, and that had tremendous hits and response. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And if you can pick up one of these, definitely do so. New, I think Hawaii Music Supply has this exact one for $669. Oh, I almost forgot. It comes with this really fantastic gig bag. Really nice, great padding. Has a strap, a little thing for luggage tag in the back. But as gig bags go, and I like gig bags, that one has nice padding. It protects it. And so $669 for this exact uke at Hawaii Music Supply with a gig bag, free shipping. If you look around at Elderly, you can maybe able to find the Koa model, which is a little more money, maybe like $100 more or something like that. Anyway, enjoy, keep playing. Another video down the road, hopefully not 2 months away. See ya.